Please tell us about yourself. Just let us know who you are and where you're from originally.
All right. Hi. Hello. My name is Mama Iqbal. I'm 36 years old and I'm from Malaysia.
And where are you completing your doctorate currently?
I'm now still working on my doctoral research at University of Science Malaysia. And I'm also an academic fellow at University Malaysia Terengganu, a public university in the east coast of Malaysia that specializes in fisheries and oceanography.
And what does your position specifically involve?
My position revolves around teaching English for specific purposes to university students who are majoring in different fields. Yeah.
Thanks. In practical terms, how do you see your doctoral research making a difference in today's society?
Okay. For my doctoral degree, I'm designing a Malaysian framework for developing CFR aligned English language textbooks for primary school. It's nothing related to my work actually because I'm teaching university students, but now Malaysia is adopting CFR. If you know what CFR is, it's a common European framework Common European Framework of References for Languages, and is commonly and widely used in Europe for language assessments. Now, the framework has made its way globally and has been adopted in many countries, including Malaysia. With the implementation of the CFR, Malaysia is now adopting or importing English language textbooks from international publishers, which not only cost a lot of money, but it leaves negative remarks from the stakeholders, which I will not discuss about it here. So with my study, I will be able to have the Ministry of Education in Malaysia by producing a framework or a sort of what we call that checklist for Malaysian textbook writers to write locally made textbooks for our country. So there'll be less reliance on imported materials afterwards, probably, yes.
That's great. So what did receiving the TIRF DDG mean to you?
Yeah, Sarah, actually, this award or this grant means a lot to me as a Malaysian, specifically. It is a prestigious one, I believe, and based on my search, I'm the first recipient from a Malaysian university, and we have many recipients from other Asian countries like China, Korea, Japan, and the Middle East, but just a few from Southeast Asia, and I'm one of them, and I'm very proud to be one of the awardees, not just for the funding that I have received to complete my research, but also to be part of the community. Okay, yeah.
And what impact did receiving the award have on your ability to complete your dissertation that you're working on right now?
So far, yeah, I have received the funds and I've spent most of the funds on my data collection, and the remaining will be used for data dissemination, such as presenting at an international conference and also publication.
Very nice. What advice would you give to people who are interested in engaging in research in our field?
Okay, for this one, I would advise new researchers to engage in intellectual discourse in the field of English language education, such as attending conferences or webinars to see or to know what's going on, to see what's current trends, right? And they also can seek advice from experienced researchers. Many of them are actually approachable. I said this based on my experience approaching all these big names in my field, such as Brian Thompson, Jayakaran Mukundan, and all these people.
And would your advice be any different for inexperienced researchers versus more experienced researchers?
Um, Maybe the methods of the research that might be because methodology is revolving. It's not just stagnant like that. Yeah, so that's it.
Sure. What advice would you give someone who's interested in applying for a DDG award?
For this one, I think it would be a privilege if they are working on something unique. The research should be impactful and should not only uh, beneficial for their immediate community, but also replicable to other contexts as well.
And what would you say to someone to encourage them if they're considering and donating to the TIRF organization?
Uh, for this one, yeah, I would like to let them know that all these funds have a big impact on us young and new researchers. All the money that you contributed will go to good causes and will not just benefit us, the awardees, but the whole education system globally with the innovations and changes that we made or we're going to make through our research. Those who have contributed, I would like to thank you so much and wish all the good things will happen to you.
That,
Yeah,
huh? All right. That was all the questions that I had. Is there anything that you'd like to expand on or share about your experience with TIRF so far?
So far, yeah, yeah, I'm still in the midst of. Actually, I've just completed my data collection and now preparing for my presentation, final presentation. That's it. I just like hope that everything will go smooth and maybe one day I can be one of the contributor to the fund as well, just to pay back what I have received, to the community. That's it.